Home prices aren't just up, they are way up. Let's get into it. Hey, how you doing, guys? Derek here from M1 Realty. I'm the broker, owner, founder of the company. Started out in 2014 with me and a laptop on the third floor of an office building here in Ferndale, Michigan. And today we've got the #1 real estate office in the city of Ferndale. I got a storefront right here at the corner of 9 and Woodward. And I've got an all-star team of agents. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, invest, rent, whatever you need, we've got you covered. I'm sure if you guys have been following in the media, all these stories about the housing market and how, things are going crazy and, we're headed towards a collapse and interest rates are sky high. Let's talk about the real facts. So for starters, most of those articles, if you're reading them about seeing them about how the housing market is poised for collapse, they're talking about the commercial real estate market, not the residential real estate market. I will be the first one to tell you, I've done some commercial deals here and there. I am far from an expert on commercial real estate, so if you're looking for any insight on that, I'm not going to be able to give it to you, but let me know if you are, because I can point you in the right direction. However, I am an expert in residential real estate, definitely in the entire Metro Detroit area. So let's talk about some actual numbers and what we're seeing on the ground here right now. Interest rates are definitely quite a bit higher than they were, even a year ago, and the Fed doesn't seem to, they've paused rate hikes, but they haven't said they're going to stop rate hikes. So now there's a little bit of uncertainty in the market as far as where rates are going to go. But really the main thing that I'm seeing in Metro Detroit, and I have for like the past few years, is we're seeing record high prices. In the last 3 years, the average sale price in Metro Detroit, now we're talking Tri-County area, is up 31.6%. That's the thing that you're not really hearing about, probably because it doesn't create all kinds of clicks and get people all worked up, but I mean, it's a fact. Like, people are selling their homes for more than they've ever been able to sell them for in Metro Detroit. Now I'm just going to take a few minutes here. I'm going to break it down county by county just so you can see what the actual numbers are in the county that you live in. Now I'm going to start with Wayne County, because Wayne County is kind of unique in Metro Detroit in the fact that it's the only county out of the three main counties in the area that's actually seen a dip in average sale price over the course of the last 3 years. And when I'm talking a dip, I'm not talking about much, but the average sale price peaked out in August of 2022, and as of May of this year, it's currently 1.4% less. So not a huge dip. And the reason for that is the city of Detroit itself, which is the only municipality in the entire Tri-County area of note where we've actually got an abundance of inventory. So that's kind of skewing the numbers for the rest of the county. I think if we isolated Detroit and took it out of the rest of Wayne County, you definitely see a continued month-over-month increase from August of 2022 until now. And when you go from May of 2022 until May of 2023, there's still an increase in the average sale price. It's up 0.6%. So year over year, we're still seeing an increase. It's just like, from August until now, it dipped down just a tiny bit. In fact, the average sale price has been trending up ever since the end of the Great Recession. I mean, I don't think that's a surprise to anybody. Prices bottomed out during that time period, and they've been kind of steadily increasing ever since. But where we're really seeing a big jump is from essentially like May of 2020 until now. It's if the trajectory was going like this, now it's going like that. We've seen huge increases since then in all three counties, and really the state of Michigan in general has seen that as well. So in Wayne County, over the last 3 years, the average sale price has increased 25.8%. And if you go all the way back to like the bottom of the recession, like the absolute lowest point, which would have been September of 2009 in Wayne County, prices are up 289.4% between then and now. So I think we probably need to talk about why that is. And this isn't going to be specific to Wayne County. This is going to apply to all three counties, but the numbers are going to be just a little different. But in that time where prices have gone up, 290% almost, during that same time period, inventory is down 78.5%. And as of May 2023, in the entirety of Wayne County, there were only 4,532 homes for sale. So just in terms of raw numbers, when we were at our lowest point of average sale price in Wayne County. At that point in time, there were over 20,000 homes on the market in the county. Now there's less than 5,000. All right, so now let's talk about Macomb County. It's going to kind of be like the same music, different words. We're going to see kind of the same trends with a little bit different numbers. But year over year, Macomb County average sale price is up 4.2% from where it was in May of 2022. And in the last 3 years, so from May 2020 until now, average sale price is up 31.4%. And in Macomb County, the lowest we've seen the average sale price was June of 2011. And so from June of 2011 until May of 2023, average sale price in Macomb County is up 192.6%. In fact, the current average sale price in Macomb County as of right now is $263,261. And as far as inventory goes, same story. Inventory is down 89.3% from the peak, which was in 2009. And as of right now, there's only 1,715 homes on the market in all of Macomb County. So to put that into perspective, at our peak of inventory where we had the most amount, we had over 16,000 homes on the market in Macomb County. Now we've got less than 2,000. And then finally, let's talk about Oakland County. In Oakland County, prices are up 3.4% year over year. So from May of 2022 until May of 2023. And then the last 3 years, so from May of 2020 until May of 2023, the average sale price is up 28.3%. And then if you want to back it way up to the absolute low point of average sale price, which in Oakland County was September of 2009, the average sale price is up 199.5%. The current average sale price in Oakland County right now as of May 2023 was $392,072. And then let's talk about inventory. Same deal. Inventory is down 89.3% in that same time period from where we had our absolute most houses on the market in Oakland County until now. At that point in time, there were almost 25,000 homes on the market in Oakland County. Currently, there's 2,600, 2,634 to be exact. So it just goes to show, is 25,000 homes a reasonable amount of inventory to be on the market? Probably not. Is less than 3,000 homes on the market a reasonable amount of inventory? Definitely not, because we're seeing the byproduct of that in these record sale prices. So where we need to be, we need to find some equilibrium. We need to be somewhere in the middle. And now we need to figure out how we're going to get there. So there's obviously a few different ways we can add inventory into our market. Number one being new construction. Now, new construction starts are up. The only caveat I'll put to that is a lot of the areas where builders are building new subdivisions are obviously in the outskirts of town. So, that doesn't, if we're in, the Woodward corridor like I am right now, that doesn't help a whole lot. I mean, there is new construction here and there, in existing neighborhoods, but there's not really the room to put in a whole new subdivision. And combine that with the fact that it takes on average about 7 months for a new construction home to be built. So that's not something that's going to, enter the market, relatively quickly to the point where it's going to be able to mitigate some of the lower inventory that we're currently seeing. Another way to add inventory to our market is through foreclosures and distressed properties. Now, you're going to probably see headlines, freaking out that, foreclosure filings are way up. They're up 41% in Michigan since the beginning of the year. One out of every, I think, 2,600 homes has had some sort of foreclosure filing on it right now as of this month. In the grand scheme of things, I mean, it's obviously we don't want to see anybody lose their home, but what I've noticed, like at least anecdotally, I mean, not even anecdotally, just in real world practice, because I do list foreclosures myself, everything that I've had recently to list has been a property where the former owner died at some point during COVID and the heirs just don't want the house. And now obviously that's just my experience. That's probably not the norm. I mean, I'm sure there are people in this market who just have, fallen on hard times, whatever the case may be, maybe took a forbearance, couldn't renegotiate with their mortgage company, and now they're in a position where they're forced to either sell their home or get foreclosed. But at the end of the day, there's just not enough of those type of houses to, if we added every house that was in some stage of foreclosure in Michigan, if we put them all on the market tomorrow, that's not gonna bring us back up to the inventory levels where it's going to make it easier for people to purchase a home, and it's not going to start driving home values back down. We don't want them to go back down, but these massive year-over-year increases are unsustainable. So we want to get it back to a level where we can just have nice, easy, predictable appreciation on our real estate year over year. So then obviously our main source of inventory or potential inventory is from you guys, like people that own their home right now and for whatever reason just aren't putting it on the market. And then there's obviously two solutions to that I can think of anyway, is for prices to keep appreciating to a point where it's insane not to sell your house at that point, because you're going to make so much money on it that it'll make up for paying a higher interest rate when on the next house you purchase, or it's worth the risk of going out and finding a new home. And if you've seen any of my other videos, it's not really a risk. I'm going to be able to get you into a house. That's not a problem. But that being said, I get it. People can be apprehensive. There's a lot of unknowns in this market. I get it. Or interest rates have to come down. And as of right now, a couple months ago, the people that I was talking to that know a lot more about this than I do, as far as where they're predicting rates to go, we're all betting that by a month from now rates are going to be way down. I think that's before the Fed had said, well, we're pausing interest rate hikes, but we're not eliminating them completely. I believe they've announced that they plan on 2 more rate hikes between now and the end of the year. But again, things can change. But the conventional wisdom is that when rates get into the 5s, then people who refinanced and are sitting in a house maybe that they hate, but they've got a 2.5% interest rate, so they're going to sit there and keep making low payments and keep banking that equity for a little while. They'll finally, that'll be a low enough interest rate for them to make that move where they can get into a house that's more suitable for their needs now. And they are jumping. The interest rate's going to jump for sure, but at the end of the day, interest rates aren't everything. But I absolutely get that as well. Like, it's hard to make the decision to get out of a house where your rate's that low and move into a new house where the rate's going to be much higher. Obviously, the trade-off with that is selling your house now is going to give you more equity to put down on your new house, and then hopefully rates don't matter quite as much because you're putting that much more of a down payment down. But again, that's on a case-by-case basis as well. So at the end of the day, there is good news that you're not really hearing about, and that's the fact that home prices are way higher than they have been ever. We're at record prices. It seems like every month they just keep going up. And what I'm seeing so far this year, it's almost July at this point when I'm making this video, and we should be, on a normal year, we'd be pretty close to peaking out on inventory for the year. It usually peaks in July or August, and then it starts going back down. Last year it peaked in October, and I think we're kind of on that same trend. We're gonna have to find out, but I'm not seeing massive amounts of inventory hitting. There haven't been massive amounts of inventory hitting the market, but I'm not seeing as much of an increase. It's starting to go up, but it's not what we would usually see at this time of year. But at any rate, if you are looking to potentially see what your house is worth and maybe untap some of that equity that you do have in your home, definitely give me a call. My direct line is 586-491-5622. Call or text me anytime. You can also reach me at 248-561-6155. You can email me, dwerenka@m1realty.net, or simply just put a comment down below. Or Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, just DM me. I'm on all those platforms, and I'm easy to get a hold of, and I respond quick. So again, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys are the reason why I make these videos. I love the feedback that I'm getting, and the clients that I'm working with. because of these videos. I mean, this is just awesome. I really love, I appreciate it. I love working with you guys. I love answering questions. Maybe you just like watching this channel and you're never going to buy or sell a house, but you want to know info on the market. Just reach out anytime. I mean, there's no obligation, obviously, and I'm happy to provide any information that I possibly can for you. So until next week, again, thank you so much for watching. I look forward to coming back with you with some more informative content. Thanks so much, guys, and have a good one.